Hold on. To solve problems ebeba IT solutions embassy ni here to make life comfortable for Ghana for ni obia ebeba hono. That is why you were employed.
That what I did?
No, but this time, no, you are paid as a staff of the embassy. You created a solution using resources of the embassy for your personal benefit. That is where the problem is.
Okay, but I was working for the embassy.
Yeah.
I was getting paid for the other stuff that I do for the embassy.
Yes.
Not for that solution that I provided for the outside. Outsiders were paying me to go buy their return envelope and prepare their labels and make sure they can be communicated effectively from when the application leaves to when it gets delivered to them. These are two different things. So if I had put a charge on coming up with that idea, for example, certain amount of money, so for me providing or coming up with this intellectual idea, the government should pay me this, and I may operate here. It's a whole different ball game. Because if I ask the mission that because like I said, the one that I provided, I didn't ask money. So if they say, instead of putting the burden on the embassy, let's put the burden on the applicants to find a way to solve the issue because the system does other verification. It communicates with them. When there's an issue, they are being communicated to. Tell me, for all these years, did anybody go online or in a social media say, and now be a that's will be a family passport and no. There was no complaints. So can we look at the good part? The part that people were benefiting and forget about the fact to say somebody was benefiting from something that he has your friends said genuinely put together.
Yeah, but Unim say, based on what you're saying, Anka, the problem may not have been this serious if you did not have a link of that private company on the embassy's website. Even that there will still have been problems. But it is worse now because you used state resources for private gain. That is conflict of interest. No, and what its explanation is really.
So, you see, anytime you say that, it sounds as if I did it without anybody's knowledge.
Oh, no. That's not what I'm saying.
So when him say, but so when him say, you want penny for our embassy.
Embassy is no correct.
Ediba EOCO. Okay. So are we saying then penny for are not allowed to find or find a solution to a problem? The question is, if they had a problem with what I was doing, and yes, and people from the ministry know what was going on.
Into the ministry, even in Accra, no, ministry in Accra, no,
but my brother, the embassy, that link and everything, almost on website. Even if I'm not even going to speak for them, but the key thing is, was it a hidden link?
No, it doesn't look like it is. Yeah.
And I'm saying to say the second event, you see, main problem they say if the argument was about the fact to say, company look, that debate we can have. But what I'm saying is for him to say, my diverty abansika, I could go name account to mono. That is what we need to dwell.
Okay. I guess
that is what the issue is.
No, I get that, but no. Yes.
One can say, the only reason maybe one can mail like them is because they didn't have the case. Because it's in fact, so that cannot go to the house. But that's not what he said. What's my diverty abansika? Where is that?
Bawunim say no and make and me pacho open to interpretation. I mean the minute a beba link nebeda embassy ne website no, and this is a staff of the embassy. Yes, even though you're contract staff, as long as your contract no subsist, no, you are a staff of the embassy. Don't you think there is an element of conflict of interest?
Well, yes. But listen to this. They said they brought that up, and I gave them a checklist.
Okay.
Of a resolution to a conflict or resolution for a conflict of interest at a workplace. Now, Mr. T. say, first of all, whatever services that I'm providing has nothing to do with the Ghana government. Ghana government is not paying me to offer those services to the people. It is more like OCO being to return envelope for post office. Stamp Namesian or Quam. My card says it's a summer and I'm in That's outside of the embassy.
Asempa FM.
That's outside of the embassy. Government, and yet to say, at the end of the day, made the bill. Ever say, all services are providing me, and you know, mommy and whom to cut. No. And another thing also is the information that is being collected from these people to offer them services, no, does not have any connection to the embassy. Because local website now here return postage, no what. You see, there will be a privacy policy, terms and conditions that tells you the information that you're collecting, what they are going to be used for, which is something that is regulated. Because you can't just collect people's information online just like that. That's what I say.
Yeah, me too, pa.
So one can say it, but if you look deeply into it, where is the conflict? Because a bank is not paying me. I have the contract with the applicants, a same contract that I have with the government.
I understand that bit, no, but because
but you see, okay.
What
I'm saying is what I'm saying is the question now was not whether or not the conflict of interest.
Okay.
The question and the defamation here is I have, in a way, diverted some money. I call my personal accounting. So if one has put out there, so there's that will be a different conversation to have, and I said to debate on. But that's not the issue here. The issue is the defamation part of it. So we are a bank seeker on the blind side of the ministry.
It a honor or challenge.
That is the issue.